Hello guys, tonight I decided to record a video guide, a beginner guide for Ryo Sakazaki. And this video will be unedited, so you get what you get at the time of recording. And it will use max resources as a base, so you'll see 5 bars, you'll see a very long max mode. That's what we're using tonight. So first thing to know is Ryo is a very slow character when it comes to walking. He has a very slow walk speed, pretty much comparable to Diamond or Chang. However, his run is quite okay and his backdash is not the worst. Of course there are better ones, but still it's reliable. Button wise, standing A and standing B will be the buttons you control the space with when people will be jumping on you. So let's set the dummy guard. If the dummy was right after, actually let's do it the other way, hold on, let me change the buttons. Rack, play, there we go. So oops, if I have the dummy jump on me like that, standing A will be probably the best button. Yeah, see, stopped it right away. And same thing with standing B. So those are the buttons that you want to control your close space with. This works as well sometimes, but standing A is way less recovery, meaning it's harder for people to whiff punish you, and also way less startup, so it's more reliable also for that. Your standing C as this button, it creates a lot of space. Yes, quite the range, as you can see. It's at the tip, and moreover it can be cancelled on eat or block into a DM desperation move. Now of course you don't want it on block, but on eat as also it confirmable, which is of course good to create space. Let's say that somebody is running at you and then stops when they run. Oops, sorry. You can do that and then react to the eat and to DM or whatever. Your standing D or Ryo standing D is probably my favorite button right now. Is a very slow, well not very slow, quite slow button that arches upward and has a huge range. You can see the range he has. It's pretty much a little bit further than that. We can see it in the corner. Try and find the max range. This is not. This is not. This is probably the max range. Yeah. Closer than that, you get to it. So, oh no. There we go. Anyway, there is a button that can also be confirmed into max mode, and also can be confirmed into supers. And it's moreover, which is way more important than this, a button that controls the space very well, anti-airs a lot of stuff, and of course also when you are into a block shrink and your opponent is blocking and you predict it will be jumping, right? Oops, setting all guards. Let's go back. Oops. Yeah, this doesn't hit. But yeah, let's say, I don't know, that. See if that works. Nope. So let's say you're on a block string, right? And you predict that after the crouching light punch, they will jump. You can do that, and you can do that, but this will stop them. I will put your hitbox there, and they won't be able to do anything about it unless they throw out low. So I will show you what would happen in the same situation if the dummy was to do something like that, and I would expect it, right? Oops, too early. There we go. And then you get your full punish or whatever I can show you. So it's a good button when you believe they're gonna do something, whether it's jumping, running, or pressing a button. It will stop them in their tracks, and it's also hit confirmable, as we've seen. And it's also a far anti-air that's very good, but don't abuse it, because otherwise you can be counter it like that. You can be with punish into a lot of damage. Combinations of buttons. Your standing CD has a great button, doesn't have a lot of range. Like you see, probably hit here will hit, yes. Doesn't have the greatest range, and it's a bit slow to start up. So somebody will say, oh, don't really use that button. But defensively, his artbox is pretty good. Yes. Also, it reels back a little bit. Hold on. It reels back a little bit, and it puts your hitbox there. Of course, you can still lose, but yeah, it's not too bad. Actually, let me see, because I don't know if I can combo on, yeah, on counter it like on trade. No, not there, but maybe on trade. Okay, whatever. Maybe you can do it. I don't know. I'll see this in another video. Anyway, so your standing CD can anti-air people at some ranges. There we go. And also, on it, actually let's remove the guard. On it, it can confirm, as far as I remember, pretty much from everywhere. Yes. I don't even know if I need the sweep cancel. I'll talk about the sweep cancel a little bit later. But yeah, I can confirm into EX Rambo, so Rambo level 2. Let me try that again without the sweep cancel. Yes, it still works without the sweep cancel, so it doesn't really matter. Let's have the dummy step back a little bit, just to have it full range. Yeah, it still works. So pretty much anywhere in the screen. Oops. Let me see if I can combo into our Shokoken. Yes. And most probably EX or Shokoken. Although you should always use EX Rambo in this situation, because level 2 Rambo does more damage than level 2 or Shokoken. Anyway, back to the buttons. So yeah, it's a button that on every hit can pretty much give you a guaranteed DM. And also, when you don't have bars, you can do that. Or maybe you can also do Tatsu, but I'm not sure. Yeah, although you would always use the sweep for more damage. At least on one hit should do more damage. Yes. What else? Oh, crouching buttons. So we have crouching A. 3 of them. You can always do that. But this is not a low. So if your your opponent blocks crouching, sorry, blocks standing, I meant, they will still be able to block this. Instead, crouching light kick is a low. Quite fast. also here kind of keeps the pressure going. They're out after 2 of these on block. And gets you out of standing lights as well. It's a button though, there's a lot of hits done on it. So on after your chains, it's pretty good to confirm from. Now yeah, there we go. My execution is a bit rusty right now. It is also a button that can work on jumps, on some jumps or some arches, but when you have standing A, you would use standing A way more than that. You can also confirm into supers from there, although it will scale a little bit too much. And most probably you can confirm into max mode. Yes. So it's a button that when you hit it, it will give you that, you know, those extra frames to confirm that are never a bad thing. Your crouching light kick is both a great button, very fast, and with good range, and an absolute nightmare if you don't know what you're doing, or if you, like me, have the habit of going into a block string with blocking down back and hitting buttons. Because what happens is, I will show you, if I would set the dummy to do, I don't know, forward throw into standing light punch into jump low light kick and do back light kick instead of down light kick, and the opponent rolls, then you whiff a parry and you can be punished. I will show this to you. Oops, I actually fucked up. Oops, fucked up again. See, this is my block string right now that I recorded. But if I was to wake up with a roll, most of the times you get a whiff of the low parry, which is executed with down forward, right? Let me see if I add the right buttons. Might be when you chain 2, but it's still annoying if that happens. Yeah, let me try and chain 2. Oh, couldn't roll away. Try it again. Well, for some reason, when the dummy does it, doesn't happen. But what you'll end up whiffing is that, oops, down forward light kick, because of the change of the side. So basically, if you do crouching light kick, right, with down light kick, you won't have problems. But if you come down and do down back light kick, and they go on the other side, and you press it again, they will turn into a down forward light kick, and you whiff the parry, which is an absolute pain because you get whiff punish every time. Now, the only way to go there is to just go down and do light kick, and it's psychologically quite of a hard thing to do, especially if you come from Street Fighter, because you feel like you're option selecting your crouching light kicks in there. Here you cannot do it, at least with Rio, because that happens. Anyway, good button, of course, to open up people, because in a situation like that, you can go into I, or you can go into low with this. This is just a barless confirm you would use. Or of course you can just go into another throw, or you can go into, oops, cross-ups. Now he's on guard, so you won't see it. But anyway, so pretty good button to open up people, very fast. You can stagger people on wake up, right? When they try to do something that is not really invincible, you can stop them there. Moreover, you can bait people by doing, for example, I don't know, that, and they block, and then you jump over, and then when you start to jump over, they will put their light button out, or their heavy button, depending on what they defend with, and you can whiff punish them. So let's see. So yeah, you can do stuff like, right, and then you do, then you whiff punish with the last buttons I'll show you. Oops, sorry. So in that case, right, I'm blocking, then I see him jumping, he does it again, and that's what happens. So that's a mind game that you can establish. Moreover, the crouching light kick will still combo on a cross up. Try and show you. Oh, let's put him away from the guard. So like that. It's overall pretty good button. You can stand also. You can set also overheads to open up your combos. It's pretty good in general. Other button, crouch C. Now I'm not fan of these button as by itself. I like this button as a combo tool from crouching light kick, because you can do stuff like that. I don't like it as an anti-air unless like the opponent has completely missed, and then you can use it. It's okay as a space control tool, but most of the time it will actually lose as an anti-air, and there is a reason for it. It's because you have a DP. So I would say you're encouraged to use your DP in situation where you see like a, oops, sorry, let's go back. Like there, if the dummy was to use it, oops, I wouldn't use a crouching heavy punch much unless I'm doing that. I'm predicting the jump, because see what happens. If I try to react, I get punished for it. But if I react with the DP, it's kind of different. See? And also on DPs, if I manage to trade for some reason, oops, I'll try and show you. No, still one. Oh, try again. Oh, not with that button in particular, not at that height. But sometimes with some buttons you get restand, and then you can confirm into supers. But anyway, let's go back to crouching C. So it is a good button as a combo tool when you get that, if you're good at confirming. I wouldn't say it's a good button to anti-air unless you're preemptively putting it out. But then again, the same thing we were saying before, if they don't jump, then they get a pretty easy whiff punish. So right, and in that situation, there we go. So it's a button that I would use either at the very tip when the opponent has clearly missed his target, or I would use it preemptively if I know they will jump, but as I said, don't whiff it. Or I would use it as a combo tool, because ideally you will start max mode or combos from that. If you have a low opener, it just gives you the best damage possible instead of going from lights into max mode. What else? Sweep. I like sweep actually. I like sweep a lot as a button. It is punishable. It's like something like -12 or -10 or something. Oh, actually no. Crouching heavy punch is punishable on block. This is -8 or something, and it's actually a pretty easy with punishable button. I'm not really sure at least Rio versus Rio, the sweep is punishable. Let me try it again. Okay, let's have him in null block. And let's record. Yeah, it's not punishable. Oops. Against Rio is not punishable. There might be other characters, they can punish him. But Rio cannot. Oops. Yeah, even the Tatsu fails. Rambo fails, and Climax will probably fail. Yeah, reversal. There we go. So no, not a easily punishable button. At least if you're playing Rio. I don't know. My other characters will probably have a punish. But yeah, generally a lot of range, and it's a good button to chase people that they will backroll everything. So let's say that, I don't know, I have, is he in Gardol? Okay. Okay, I usually use it like that, for example. Hold on. Right, so let's have it done by the dummy. Yeah, so people, I blocked because I know it's coming, but some people, they don't want to take the next jump, and they actually don't block low because they know that if the character has a very fast jump, like Yoris jumping D or Yoris jumping C or whatever button you can think of, they will be caught in that situation. So they will end up just trying to walk back, and they will be caught by the sweep, and that's quite riskless at that range, at least. Again, at least against the characters I play. So yeah, pretty good. Generally, it's a good stuff when you want to. When you see that your opponent is blocking high a lot because he's expecting some stuff. I don't know, maybe instant overheads or whatever you want. You know, long jumping like punch into wheels or whatever. Any situation where you think that your opponent will block high, you can just stick that out. Moreover, these sweep as cancelable frames, which will help you increase the range of your moves. Now, we started the started the position to show you the ranges for like just the DP. Oops, sorry. Right, he has this toe at the middle line, but if I do that, you can see the amount of range Rio gets. So raw DP, I even had a step there. So raw DP, oops, fucked up, and sweep cancel DP. So the sweep can be cancelled to increase the range of a lot of stuff, and that includes Tatsu, for example. You can see that normal Tatsu weaves, sweep cancel Tatsu, it's from the same range. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I mean, you can do stuff like that, but I don't know whenever would you use it. I don't think anybody would like do anything there that will work. Maybe if you see that your opponent is back rolling stuff, like doing evasive rolls, like let's see, look, right, I see that my opponent does that, then maybe, but it's a pretty big risk. I'll show you how would that work, but it's not a common situation. Oops. So that situation, and it wouldn't even work unless you do it like very late. No, see, so no use. Sorry, I thought that could have been a thing, but no, it's not. Anyway, so we've seen these buttons, we've seen that. Let's see jumping buttons. So this button might look like a very bad button, right? Probably is, but what I use it for is to gain priority when I think that the opponent will put a button out in the air very, very fast. I usually use this. It has been quite nice. It has a good hitbox in front of it. Not the greatest, but yeah, there you go. For some reason it creates kind of a wall. It's not the greatest. It's like just a button. And it doesn't cross up, like you can see. Because you already have a cross up, which is another button. I usually do it like try and evade and use that, or try to stagger people. Like, oops. If I know they will jump, I try and reset it, and maybe like in a situation like this, look. See, in a situation like that, you win. Also, if you're expecting it, you can run forward and get a mix-up in that situation. Let's see if it works. Oops, fucked up. Oh well, no, not really, because it didn't run. But yeah, you can do stuff like that. You can try and fake cross-unders and stuff like that. Not really a great button. It's just I've only found that particular use. Not much more. Jumping B. Now, jumping B is a good button and is your cross-up of choice. You can do stuff like that. And it's all from a cross-up. Moreover, it can be timed to eat very deep, so it should eat crouching opponents as well. Hold on. Yeah, see? Oops. Okay. Yes, it's also a good button to put out at the last moment if you are going for a late I button mix-up. Because what happens is some heavy buttons like jumping D or jumping C or jumping CD has some startup, while this one is way faster. So in a situation where you would go for a high-low, right? They can see the button already there. Of course, now I'm doing it a little bit early to show you what's the idea, right? But let's have the proper one. See? That's the button. They will see it pretty much at this 8. Whether with jumping B, let me try again. You can have it a little bit lower, so you can kind of work that mix up of, oh, I used a faster button that has less range but is also faster startup, and from there you can just go low next time. Okay, so they don't have to see the button oops, there. They can see it here. That's a little thing, but you can do it a little bit lower. Anyway, so yes, you can cross up, but you can also go front. It still works. Oops. Oops. That was front. Sorry, that was cross up. Oh. Hold on. Cross up. Ah, fucked up. Well, you get the idea. Pretty bad with execution tonight. There we go. Then you have your jumping C. It arches downward, but is not that active. It looks it's more active than it is, so sometimes you'll see that you press it pretty much here and you think it will go down with it, but it doesn't, as you can see. Like, it looks like it hits, but it doesn't. So you have to time it a little bit delayed from other buttons, or otherwise it doesn't work. Pretty good button, especially to reset from yeah, there, from like, it's mostly as like it can be used as a jumping light kick. I was using jumping light. You can use jumping heavy punch or jumping C. What else? Not really much. Like, of course, is a good button to jump in with, because it has a lot of damage. But overall, I think jumping heavy kick is better. The only thing that has over jumping heavy kick is jumping heavy kick having more range. Doesn't make much sense to use it very close, because this one can kind of trick visually more people than this would do. But aside that, yeah, that's the button. Jumping heavy kick. It's a great jumping. Has tons of range. Oops. Yeah. Well, not tons, but good range. It has quite the hit stun, and it confirms pretty easily into pretty much everything Rio has. Not that, of course. But yeah, see, even crushing heavy punch doesn't have great range, will still hit. Let me see. Not there, like, at max range is not the greatest, but anything closer than that, it can work. Oops, let's see if at max range I can sweep. Yes, so you can sweep at max range. It doesn't cross up, unless I'm missing something. Yeah, see, it doesn't cross up. It's mostly a jumping button. I wouldn't use it in the air. I could use this in some situations, like, hold on. I don't think it will work. Hold on. Yeah. I mean, it's a trade, but still. See, it's not too bad. So yeah, those are these jumping buttons. The only thing that we haven't seen, aside the parries, which I will not go into in this guide, and there's a reason. They're pretty particular parries. They're not like other games parries. There's some mechanics that I will talk about in another video. The only common move he has is forward light punch. This is his overhead. His overhead is pretty great. It's very slow, so you have to condition your opponent to block, whether by frame trapping, like, I don't know, in the case of, right, you'll see that here, oops, after the jump, I am pushing buttons, but I'm not getting hit. So the opponent will do something like, oops, sorry, that way. So once I push buttons, oops, that's not the range I wanted. Oh, again. Oh, I have to delay a little bit more. Oops, again. Yeah, there we go. So if I'm pushing buttons and I've established that, my opponent next time might think 2 times, or might not, because people are stupid, but might think 2 times before pushing buttons like that and getting hit. So what you do is you do that, and then you go into that and either confirm into super or into max. That's your choice. Right, if I'm here waiting now, because I know I shouldn't push button, then I eat the overhead. The overhead is into max. As far as I remember, should be pretty safe. Right, I'll try that again. Let's try it again. Yeah, I can't even show you, and he's already blocking. There you go. So it's pretty safe on block, even if they block it and you do go into max. Yes, you kind of lost the bars. I mean, you could try some mix-ups with some stuff, but not really greatest. But it's still safe, so who cares, right? It's pretty much the philosophy of the game. The overhead can go into pretty much everything. Oops. Crouch. So an overhead can go into for 1 bar if you're on 1500, or can go into that for 2 bars. Which is pretty good, of course. Did I miss anything? No, this is pretty standard-ish roll. Doesn't go too far, but there's not much of it. Yes, so specials. This is pretty shit, I would say. The hitbox is quite bad. See, it doesn't have range. And it doesn't stay active for long, so people can kind of punish you through the fireball. I'll try and demonstrate that. I'm not sure Rio is the best character, but... Okay, I'll put him in all guard. Oops, not the right button. Too early. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Doesn't stay active, so can whiff punish the extension of his arm. So you have to be careful, of course. It's safe on block, but not having range most of the time it will whiff. Okay, still it's there. Let me see. This is because his block is crouch blocking. Let's see, stand blocking. Oops. Yeah, already here he misses, right? So if I do it with him, sorry, with the dummy. Oh, come on, I go on the other side. Right. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Well, I fucked up, but you got the idea. Oh, come on. You can go into XIV or whatever you have the punishes. Right now I'm not too comfortable doing that, but right. Yeah, there we go. You can even wait to run. So not the greatest thing, to be honest. Even as anti-air is not great. It has some situational uses, but I wouldn't use it too much. It's safe on block though. So anything the opponent, like anything you want to do on the opponent, and end with that, and you know it's gonna hit, they can do shit. Oops. Yeah. This is probably my best option usually, and it doesn't work. So it's safe on block. Heavy fireball has more range, but also more startup, and gets you further. But once again, same thing. Also, this is unsafe on block, so Yeah, we're in guard all. Oops, again. Yeah, so that's one. I think it's also super punishable, but don't quote me on that. No, not really. But yeah, it's still punishable. Like some characters will stand in B you into max or whatever. I think I can. Well, not at that range, but if he does the row one, then I'll show you. So definitely punishable. Don't use it on block. Unless it's kind of weird frame trap. Shoryukens, or DPs, or whatever you want to call it. Right, this is 4 frames. This is the only frames I remember. It's pretty good. It's a great hitbox. It's not really invincible startup, as far as I remember. Well, that's a safe jump, so. But yeah, it's not really invincible startup, as far as I remember, because it trades, or if it is, it's very short invincibility. But it's pretty much your go-to option as anti-air, like close anti-air. You would use this on reaction, and on trades you can get pretty much everything. You can get Climax, you can get EXAO Shokoken, you can get EX Rambo, you can get Tatsus, and so on. It is punishable, of course, so the fact it doesn't have much startup doesn't mean anything, and I mean anything. Because of course, if you get decent player, they will punish you even better than that. Oops. Well, if they don't drop, of course. But yeah, anyway, it's punishable, but it's a great button. Close, at close quarters, he occupies space and is very active. Of course, he has its recovery, so it can be punished. Heavy DP, 6 frames. Don't use it if you don't know if you're gonna eat it or not, because this, of course, is a lot of damage that you'll suffer if they block it. But yeah, if a character is coming in, this is a pretty great option if you can see his jump. So let's say they're doing something like that. Of course, then you can use it. There you go. Yeah, of course, if they block it, you're in trouble, and I'll show you now. You wouldn't want to eat more than 600 damage for whiffing a DP, right? Or for getting a DP blocked. What else? You have that. I don't really know what to use this for. I'm still studying myself. Can be used as a weird situational anti-air, and the heavy one can actually combo. Yeah. But that's pretty much it. Tatsu. I like the Tatsu as an option, not the heavy one. Heavy one is just a combo tool, right? If you get that, then you can go into that, or you can get whatever, right? But the light one is actually some kind of both space control and anti-air option. If your opponents are coming in with an empty jump just to shorten the distance, this is a pretty great option to just get them off the air. So like that, right? We are at this range pretty much. Oops, that was not what I wanted. So yeah, especially with the swift cancel, you can stop them in their trucks. It's quite a lot of range. Oops, that was late. See, it's a pretty good space control tool. And other than that, is your render when you don't have bars, because your DPs don't have a lot of horizontal range, so really shouldn't be your go-to options. And the fireballs don't combo from lights. As I said, heavy DP, more of a combo tool, mostly in the corner. What else? So we have DPs done. We have done that, which I mostly told you I don't know how to use. EX moves. So EX move. EX fireball goes into EX DP pretty much everywhere on screen. So yeah, even max range can confirm. Sorry, EX DP, I meant EX Tatsu. EX DP is also a very fast DP. I think it's 4 as well. It's a 1 hit only, but it's 130 damage, and as far as I remember, has an amazing hitbox. So let's try that. Right? Yeah, it's extremely fast and extremely horizontal. Yeah, and a lot of invincibility as well, so it's a great thing. Of course, you're not gonna use it a lot unless you're casually into max mode because you dropped your combo or whatever. EX Tatsu can do amazing stuff, like anti-air people mid-range, pretty much like the light Tatsu, right? Let me try it again. Oops. EX. Yeah, can do stuff like that too. And the EX 100 punches, I don't remember how this is called, also lets you juggle. What else? Oh yeah, pretty good information as I was saying before. Level 1 Ao Shokoken does more damage than level 1 Rambo, and this is true for all the Kyokujin characters, so Robert and Yuri. But on the contrary, if I do, oops, this was the normal one. I need to do, come on, yeah, EX Shokoken, so the level 2, 320, does less damage, oops, than the EX Rambo. See, 342. The climax, I don't know its uses aside as a combo tool, maybe a good anti-air, I don't know. Let's try that. Yeah, seems like it. This is gonna be slow. Yeah, let's put him in Guardle. Oops. Oh yeah, it's even slow as a tool like this. It says quite the startup, so wouldn't use it. Pretty, I'd say pretty easy mix-ups with Rio, right? You will go either highs or lows and then try to set the overhead. So how the character plays, see if I can do something against the CPU. Oops. Yeah, I jumped. Hold on. Yeah, see, that's his mix-up. because you can go high with the attack. You can go low. Of course, shift doesn't tire you. No, the level 5 CPU here is pretty good. Yeah, see, that's pretty much what I was talking about before. See, the dummy showing for me. That's pretty pathetic, but it's working. So he went in, he came in with a jump in, right, and then set up his overhead. This is what I was talking about. Chase with the sweep. Okay, missed. Oops. Pretty good DPs. Oh, I fucked up my combo. Punishes. So yeah, we will go into lows. I have I like a lot this combo. Oops, let me take him into one hit guard. So I like this. Or you can turn that. Let's see how much damage it does actually. That's 290. You can turn it into maximal. Oops. Oh, fucked up. Should have probably done it with, hold on, 1 bar for 1 bar. $347, and even there, it's better to go with max. Hold on. Why is it not working now? So yeah, that's pretty much Rio. As a basic mix-ups, you want to either do that into overhead or go low into max, or set up a throw, safe jump, and rinse and repeat pretty much. He has good defense with the buttons that I showed you, but he's a character that can rush down. I'm using as a point character pretty much. Most probably is not, but it's working for me. I'm having fun. I hope this is a good way for you to start and, you know, try to understand a little bit Rio, and I hope you'll watch my other guys. Thank you. Bye bye.